and talking about success, I see Miss Kris Miller in the room, and we've had lots of great conversations about success in a whole different way. And what a great, I mean, if you don't mind, I'd love to pop you up here. I know that our next group is here, but having that conversation with Dr. Mary about finance and having about we talk that is a powerful form of sustainability and resources and what can be done when someone kind of pays attention to that part of it. And I know that I've heard you speak before, we've had conversations, and one of the things that you said that I'd never heard before, or never had it put this way before, was that you love to support people in sharing about safe money. And I was like, you know what, Kris, that's really interesting. We dove deep on it because it caught my ear, and I thought maybe it'll catch the ears of some people listening to us today about safe money. So I'm going to kind of let you talk a little bit. Kris obviously is in the world of finance. There's lots of conversations that you can have with her, and please put your information in the chat because I know we only have a few minutes here because I can see the Rise and Constellation panel is filling the room. But can you talk to us a little bit about safe money? We are talking about abundance here.
Absolutely. Thank you, Deb, for this amazing platform and all the beautiful sisters that are here. This is a conversation where legacy meets love, and the energy around money is shifting. Okay. So I've been in practice 35 years and I've helped over 6,000 people. It's not a brag. It's just what I've done. And over time, I saw patterns, and the patterns were that, you go to school, you learn how to make money, you get out of school. What do? Go make money and give it to some guy that gambles it. And then it's only people know is the stock market, a roulette wheel. It's like this, that. Because I've done this for decades, what I saw was when people got in their third and fourth quarter life, like the boomers, all of a sudden you lose 20, 40, 60%. And what? You can't just go back to work at 80 years old. I mean, some of us are. I mean, my daddy worked till 91. So it's there. It's not a time thing, but it's an awareness that to take the time, and I call it healthy money. So the kind of things that I learned about, because I felt such a responsibility helping people with their money. I didn't want to hurt any, because money's energy. That's all it is. So when you learn that there are places that you can protect your money and never lose your principal, that got my attention. So I literally got out of the stock market, and the kind of things that I've had for 3 decades. I've never lost one dime in a market list, and same with my clients. What I saw were 3 things. And again, it wasn't that I was so smart. It was that there was a pattern. And this pattern of seeing thousands of people come into my office like, what? They all come in to start their retirement plan. Retirement. What is wrong with this picture, right? And I realized when I started to learn about safe money, it's actually the secrets of the 1%. And that really irritated me. Like, how come everybody doesn't know about this? That's another story. But the information has been held from people that there are safe places. Right now, we're in a global shift. Hello. The money system, the health system, everything is shifting. The financial system is shifting, obviously. The value of the dollar is going down, the inflation and the taxes. So what you earn isn't worth as much. So I wanted to take the secrets of the 1% and share it with the 99. And so I found out there were 3 things that you need to make sure you're covered from. Make sure your assets are safe, right? You don't lose them in the stock market. For some of you younger guys, there's actually tax-free income for life. It's fabulous. And I didn't learn until I was 58. I was so mad and vowed to, I'm just going to tell people, millions of people about this, because you need to know about it. Okay. And then the other thing that is really hard, and my family was a nightmare. I can't go into too much of the story, but basically is medical protection of assets from catastrophic illness. 7 out of 10 of us have a catastrophic situation when we're older. Now, a lot of times it's when we're younger. So we do want to take time. And why I kind of talk about hard taxes, topics like death, taxes, loss, changing energy, because when you know all of your affairs are in order, it gives you peace of mind. That's why I say healthy money. happy life. You don't plant the little seed of your money and then have the gophers come and eat it, or it won't come to full blossom. So I like to share those secrets. I like to share what people call family offices. What do people do with millions and billions of dollars and massive amounts of money? This is available to everybody, not just the 1%. So protection of assets from catastrophic illness, long-term care, probate in the United States, right? Living trust. Make sure you have the right paperwork wherever you are, all over the planet. Make sure you have powers of attorney for health and powers of attorney for financial. All of these documents are very important. So we want to make sure our assets are safe, right? So protecting your assets. And it's the same thing as health is wealth. You just have to do the exercises, and pretty soon you're going to be strong and you'll be able to help bless others, because that abundance, it turns into give back. And I'll watch midlife, right? You take your whole business and you turn it into a give back and help bring peace on earth. So that's healthy money, happy life.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I know that you sparked conversation, maybe saying things for the first time for someone, or maybe the first time that they heard it. I know when we were talking about paperwork and people just even having their papers together, I was like, ooh, I felt good about the fact that, papers were together. Just a really good reminder that they go together and that there's options and availabilities. And if people want to have more of that kind of conversation, then please do. And put your information in the chat, because education is power. And what you heard maybe 3 or 4 years ago may not be applicable to you now, because maybe the world's changed or you've changed. And as there's more and more women going into the world of entrepreneurship, we talked about that yesterday. We kicked off with, talking about momagers, and we had a celebrity panel yesterday of women with kids, and I can tell you predominantly those children are now starting to do their own work and do their own. And as that starts to happen, things change. And you have maybe different financial needs, like someone extra's business, or you're doing your business, or you're changing yours, and resources are important. And a lot of times people are too abundant in things to do to take care of some of those loose ends. So Kris, thank you for popping on, and thank you for enjoying the summit. And